Hello. It's me, Lee, from the library. Welcome to story time. Were you scared? I'm a pretty scary ghost. Today we're going to read about ghosts, which I thought is kind of fun because Halloween is coming. So welcome. My name is Lee, and I am one of the librarians at the community library, and I do story time every week. Usually I do it in person twice a week, but because of what we're going through, I'm just doing it once virtually a week. And so you're here, and we're going to read about ghosts today. We have so many great books about ghosts at the library, and I hope you come in to see us or go online to request some and we'll pull them for you, and you can pick them up and you can read some Halloween ghost stories. So let's get started. Oh my gosh, I don't even know which ones to read because there are just so many awesome ones. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'm going to start with my favorite one. This is a brand new book that came in, and it is called Gustavo, the Shy Ghost. And it is written and illustrated by Flavia Z. Drago. Gustavo was a ghost. He enjoyed doing the normal things that paranormal beings do, passing through walls, making objects fly, and glowing in the dark. But there was nothing in the world that he loved more than playing the violin. Well, almost nothing. Gustavo was secretly in love with Alma, the prettiest monster in town. But he also had a problem. You see, Gustavo was shy, was so shy that some things felt incredibly difficult for him. Look, it's the ice cream man. And he comes, and by the time Gustavo's ready to get ice cream, he leaves. And the worst part of it, making friends was terrifying. Gustavo had never dared to speak to any of the other monsters. Can you see Gustavo in this picture? He's hiding. Look, he's right up there. He tried getting close to them in many different ways. Do you see where he's hiding in each of those pictures? A balloon, a lampshade, a ball, and a surfboard. But even when he was right in front of them, they just couldn't see him. Gustavo longed to be part of something. More than anything, he wanted to make a friend. I have to be brave. I have to let the others see me, he thought. So he decided to send a letter, a very special letter. Dear monsters, I would like to invite you to my violin concert, which will take place at the Day of the Dead party next full moon at the cemetery. I would be thrilled to see you there. Gustavo the Ghost. As the days went by, Gustavo couldn't stop thinking, what if no one shows up? What if they don't like my music? What if they don't like me? Except tonight was the night, and this time he couldn't hide. but not a soul had come. So, all alone, Gustavo did what he loved most, and the music made him happy. So happy that he glowed. Oh, how he glowed. Gustavo! Look who it is, it's Alma. Look at Gustavo, he's embarrassed, he's turning red. Oh my gosh, look, everybody showed up. We wanted to get you flowers, but we got lost instead. We're so sorry that we're late. And then we heard your music. And we saw you glow. We really loved your concert. Would you like to hang out with us? From that moment on, Gustavo's life changed. And everyone discovered that even if he didn't talk much, he was the best at helping and protecting his friends. But mostly, Gustavo never stopped surprising them. And they never stopped loving him. And that's the end. I like that book a lot. I'm so glad that Gustavo got over being shy. It's hard being shy, but sometimes you have to take a chance, don't you, to make friends and to have opportunities and stuff. So I'm glad that he did that. That makes me feel a lot better. All right, the next book that we're going to read, I think it's this one, and it's called Ghost Cat. I like kitties a lot. I don't know if you know that about me, but I have 2 at home. We had a dog too, but he is gone because he got sick and he died. So maybe he's a ghost dog. I don't know. There is a ghost in my house. Do you see the ghost? I think it's under the piano. I've only seen it out of the corner of my eye, but I think it's a cat. I know because I used to have a cat. There's a dash from the left or a dart from the right. It's always gone before I can see it. Just a flash, hiding somewhere. Nearby, I'm sure. Sometimes I hear it. Sometimes I feel it. But mostly it's a quick, dark blur. Here and then not here. Often at night, I feel its weight, its warmth, its purring. When I look, it's gone. Today, I heard it mewing at my bedroom door. I was too slow to catch it. I heard the jangle of a cat toy bouncing down the stairs. I heard a thud in the den. Look at that ghost kitty getting into trouble. A crash in the kitchen. A splash in the living room. I think the fish looks a little frightened. Then, finally, I saw it. And followed it. To where it sat by the door, staring at me, purring like my cat used to do when it wanted to go out. After a few moments, It turned and leapt right through the door. When I opened it, I found you. Look what he found outside his door. It's a little kitten. And look, there's the ghost kitty. There is a ghost in our house. Oh, he's got a new kitty, and then his ghost kitty comes back too. And that's the end. This is written and illustrated by Kevin Atterbury. What cute kitties. Oh my gosh, look at this. The kitty's hiding behind the barcode on the back. That's kind of clever. Very nice. All right, are you guys ready for one more ghost story? So I'm going to show you some of the books that we have. I just couldn't decide which ones to read because there were so many. This is called No Ghost Under My Bed. So we have that one. We're going on a ghost hunt. This one's really fun because it's like we're going on a bear hunt, but only it's ghosts. And then the final book that I'm going to read today is called Leo, a ghost story. It's written by Mac Barnett, and pictures are by Christian Robinson. We have a lot of books by Mac Barnett. He writes a lot of really fun books. This is Leo. Most people cannot see him. Do you see Leo? I'm not sure if I see Leo. There he is. But you can. Leo is a ghost. For many years, Leo lived by himself in a house on the edge of the city, reading books and drawing pictures in the dust. One day in spring, a family moved in. Leo was glad to have company. On the family's first night, he made them mint tea and honey toast. Leo thought he was being a very good host, but the family saw things differently. They hid in the bathroom and locked the door. "This house is haunted," said the man. "Gary, I'm scared," said the woman. "I hate tea," said the boy, "and I hate ghosts." They did not know that Leo was floating above the tub. He heard everything they said. The family called a scientist, a clergyman, a psychic to get rid of the ghost, but they should have saved their money. Leo knew he was unwanted. He said goodbye to his home and he left. I have been a house ghost all my life, Leo thought. Maybe I would like being a roaming ghost for a while. So Leo roamed. Leo saw the city and the people who lived there. Nobody saw Leo. The city was not like Leo remembered it. Some places were wonderful. Some places were scary. Everywhere, it was so noisy. Leo went to a street corner where his favorite candy store used to be. Now, nothing was there. "Excuse me," he said to a police officer. "Do you know where?" The officer walked right through him. There was an afternoon when Leo found himself roaming along a sidewalk covered in drawings. He came across a girl holding chalk in her hand. The girl looked up, stared right at Leo. "I'm Jane," she said. "What's your name?" It was so strange to be looked at that at first Leo said nothing. Finally, he replied, "I'm Leo." Jane nodded. "Leo, do you want to play Knights of the Round Table?" "Yes," Leo said, because he did. "Good," said Jane. "First, you have to get knighted by the king." "Who is the king?" Leo asked. I am, said Jane. That's why I'm wearing this crown on my head. Leo looked at her head. He did not see a crown. Still, he kneeled down and was knighted on the spot. Leo and Jane sat at a table. Sir Leo, said Jane, meet Sir Ruffs, a loyal dog. Don't you think he looks handsome in his armor? Yes, said Leo. He bowed at an empty chair. And Sir Leo, said Jane, this is Mr. Muse, a loyal cat. Don't you find his whiskers wise looking? I do, said Leo, and he bowed again. Finally, said Jane, this is Sir Squawks. Leo interrupted. A loyal bird? Jane frowned. No, she said. Sir Squawks is a giant hamster. Oh, said Leo. I'm not wearing my glasses. Jane squinted at the chair. I guess, she said. Jane, a woman's voice came from another room. Tell your imaginary friends goodbye and come down for dinner. Fine, said Jane. She turned to Leo. My mom doesn't think imaginary friends are worthwhile, but I think you're great. And with that, she stood up and went to the kitchen. Leo felt awful. She thinks I'm imaginary, he thought. If I tell her I'm a ghost, I will scare her away. After dinner, Jane returned to her room and gave Leo a sword. They snuck into a cave, slew a dragon, and stole all his loot. When Leo closed his eyes, he could almost see the gold coins and the green scales. After a glorious feast, it was time for bed. They're having lots of fun. Jane gave Leo a pillow and a sheet. Don't tell Sir Ruffs, she said, but you are my best imaginary friend. Yes, said Leo. He was so happy he couldn't sleep. Leo went to the living room so he wouldn't wake Jane with his rustling. All night he lay on the floor, designing his coat of arms. And so, Leo was awake when a sneak thief climbed through the window. Halt! Cried Leo, but the thief passed right through him on his way to the silverware. Later, Leo would not be able to say where the idea came from. He threw a bedsheet over himself and flew at the thief, who was so frightened he dropped all the salad forks. Leo chased the man into a closet, then slammed the door shut and locked him inside. It was very well done. The sound of the door woke Jane, who called the police and roused her mother. A squad car came and hauled the man off to jail. And that was that. Wow. Thanks, said Jane. You're welcome, said Leo. I'm glad I could help. But Leo, said Jane, if you're my imaginary friend, how did you scare that robber? Leo looked down at the carpet. Jane, I told you a lie. I'm a ghost. I said I was your imaginary friend, but I'm not. I am just your real friend. Oh, said Jane. Well, that's even better. And they went to the kitchen to have mint tea and honey toast at midnight. There goes Leo, walking through a wall. Lucky Leo, he made a really good friend, and so did Jane. So that's our third ghost story for our ghost story time. Well, thanks for coming, and I've got an easy little craft that you can do at home. And you might have already done these. Look at this. You can make a ghost. Ooh, very scary. So all you need are a couple Kleenex, rubber band, and a black marker. So you take the one Kleenex and you just wad it up. Take the other Kleenex and you put it over it, and you kind of make a little, there you go. Take your rubber band. Oh my gosh, look at our little ghost. Ooh, and then we're gonna make a face. Ready? So we'll go an eye, and a mouth. I'm gonna make the mouth open. Ooh, and then you can hang them around and they're your little ghosts. Have fun with ghosts. Come see us and get more ghost books or the ones that I read today. And happy haunting. See you soon.